During the show, we're going to be talking about the Great American Eclipse and what it possibly can mean for you. Got me burping, y'all. Got me burping. So I hope to see you at the show. Oh, by the way, good morning, good afternoon, or great day whenever you see this. Peace. 6 days out from the Great Eclipse. My fast will be starting soon. I think I'm going to do a 3-day. Right? But I'm just saying, family, I want us to be abreast or be prepared. I got an article called All About Eclipses, a guide for coping with them by Susan Miller. I don't have the site, Astrology Zone. Astrology Zone. So we're gonna read through it a little bit, right? Because I want to get you some accurate information, because you know I can freestyle a little bit later. So that's gonna do. All right. She talk about eclipses being dramatic war cards. Each year you might want to pay special attention to the number of signs and eclipses that are due to arrive and in warehouses and degrees. So let's go on past that. First, some basic information. If you feel you know the basics, skip down to the next section. We don't know the basics, so let's make sure y'all get the basics. Eclipses always arrive in pairs, coincide with new moon and full moons. The solar and lunar eclipses, respectively, they appear in a family of signs that are coined on the same axis, or joined on the same axis. Said another way, eclipse families come in pairs of signs that are found exactly opposite each other, 6 months apart on the horoscope wheel. So this one is taking place. Wow, this is taking place on the 21st. So we're gonna be transitioning out of Leo and moving into fire, Earth. So we're gonna move to the next Earth sign. What comes after Leo? Right? We're moving into Virgo. Oh, so this one is opposite Pisces. Hold on. I'm getting excited for no reason. Hold on. For example, back in 2015, we had eclipses in Pisces, Virgo, family of signs. They include a solar new moon eclipse on March 20th, 2015, in Pisces at 29 degrees, and later a solar eclipse September 12th in Virgo at 20 degrees arrived. 2 eclipses in the Aries Libra family died at the year 2. With the lunar eclipse in Libra on April 4th at 14 degrees, and lunar eclipse full moon September 27th, Aries 5 degrees. As you see, we have 2 families of eclipses going on during the same year, and sometimes that happens. In 2016, the same thing happened. 3 eclipses in Pisces Virgo family of signs, including solar eclipses on March 8th in Pisces at 19 degrees, a solar new moon eclipse in September 1st at Virgo at 9 degrees, and a lunar eclipse September 16th in Pisces. Earlier in the year, we have lunar full moon eclipses in Libra on March 23rd 2016 at 3 degrees, and that one will finally conclude 2 years of Libra Aries family of eclipses. By March 23rd, 2016, the total number of eclipses that occurred in Libra Aries family will be 6. The Pisces Virgo family will finish in February 26, 2017. Oh, I got a nice fast coming in because y'all know in February my month. With a total number of 6 eclipses as well. And in either case, that is enough to cause a transformation. If you have planets that correspond to the mathematical degree of the eclipse in the natal chart, you will note the news of the new eclipse giant. We're going to skip that because that get into a lot of stuff that you might not be in, but let's look at it. A family sign will keep occurring in pairs, coincide with new moons or full moons. We skip that. The year that holds eclipses in your sign or rising sign will be vital for you and trigger fascinating turning points. So if you are a Pisces, Virgo, Aries, or Libra, 2015 and 2016 will be a landmark year for you. Back in 2011, all right, we're going to skip that. What is the difference between a solar and lunar eclipse? All right, solar eclipse. Moon is in between the sun and the earth. Lunar eclipse, the earth is in between the sun and the moon. So the moon basically disappears. The moon is like full, right? So I mean, well, let's go and look at it. Solar eclipse occurs when the moon stands between the sun and the earth, cutting off the light of the sun. This is what we typically think of when we use the word eclipse. A lunar eclipse occurs when the earth stands between the moon and the sun, cutting off the light of the sun from the moon. The moon has no light of her own and simply reflects the light of the sun. Here the moon basically disappears. A lunar eclipse is always a full moon and usually marks endings or culminations. An eclipse is a significant event in the heavens. In truth, a solar eclipse is really a new moon. A solar eclipse is really a new moon on steroids, and a lunar eclipse is a full moon on steroids. So basically, breaking it down. So, for ancient peoples, well, let me speak for us. We had several calendars. So we had lunar calendars. Some cultures, the moon is still prevalent, right? Some holidays, like for example, if you ever wonder why Easter floats, right? Easter is a lunar holiday, for those that don't know. So some of y'all like, you're talking about this star stuff. Well, nah, I'm not the only one. As a matter of fact, you live your life according to star shit. You know what I'm saying? The clock on the wall. You know what I'm saying? Your clock on the wall is basically a symbolic representation of the sun. Maybe you just don't know that shit, but hey, hate to break it to you, right? You know what I'm saying? Your whole life is structured around this so-called astrological shit. Go downtown, look at some of the buildings, right? Look at some of the symbols on the buildings. You're surrounded by it. This is why I'm saying start learning how to direct energies. It's energies. It's sort of like listening to music, right? You can listen to music that motivates you to do nothing, or your house could be dirty. You can turn on a certain tune, your favorite music, your favorite artist, get it pumping, get yourself hyped up, and you could use the energy of the music to help motivate you to get stuff cleaned up, to put stuff in order, right? That's what I'm saying. Start to do with some of these astrological events. Use the energy to get done what you need done in your life. All right. So we'll just skip all that. An eclipse can bring news of birth or of a baby, engagement, man, blah, blah, blah. No matter what occurs, it will become evident that the universe is intent on moving you forward. Eclipses often mark a major turning point. Nothing happens to you. If nothing happens to you, it may be happening to friends and family around you, depending on the precise degrees of the planets in your chart. More about that much later. All right, see, this is a long article, but listen, use the energy, family. During the eclipse period, it is as tough. It is though you will walk over a rickety old bridge as you walk across the bridge over a deep rugged, treacherous ravine. You may be a little nervous. Once you make it to the other side, the bridge will collapse and you will see the pieces fall far into the deep. So basically what they're saying is when you're involved with eclipse, right, the type of energy that eclipse brings is an end. So it'll take you over a hazardous situation. You'll be in an uncomfortable position and you'll make it across. And at the very second that you make it across this, right, if you make it, the bridge collapses, right, which means that you can't go back, right. Eclipse energy is all about moving forward. This is what I'm saying. Whatever old junk that you might want to start getting out your life, this is a prime time for you to start working on that. It's a prime time for you to use the energy for that. This thought energy is out there. If you never heard this, I'm throwing it out there. This thought energy is right there, right now for you to use so that you can start getting rid of some old habits, getting rid of some old friends, getting rid of old baggage from old relationships. It's time for you to move forward. It's time for you to move into your greatness. It's time for you to get in shape. It's time for you to move towards where you want to be. I'm saying, why not use this symbol that's about to pop up and go across the whole United States? Why not use this energy to your benefit rather than just as a day to go outside and look up? You need to be looking up a little bit more. All right, here we go. Solar eclipses tend to create new beginnings and bright new opportunities. Usually they are exciting, are often very positive, and bring news out of the blue. We always need to see the kind of conversations a moon or the sun is having with other planets to judge if the eclipse is completely friendly or not. Your own natal chart will matter too. I cannot see your natal chart from where I sit, so after you pass the eclipse, write a note on your calendar about what happened. Lunar eclipses are more emotional, for they bring on final endings. All right, let's skip that. Each eclipse in a series is united in theme and is strung together like pearls on a necklace. All right, eclipses will bring random events you do not expect, didn't know about. It will be triggered by an event happening elsewhere, and that is completely outside your control. But at eclipse time, bring vast changes will come straight to your doorstep. Is that not kind of what happened? What's happening? Because right now, whether you know it or not, we're moving into the eclipse. We already moved into the eclipse energy, right? This might be able to explain this idea more easily if I give you an example. Let's say you are an agent for a top recording artist. You have been good to your client, working hard for him for years. When you took him on, no one else would even meet with him. But you saw talent in this person, and although he was completely unknown at the time, you built him into a superstar. His talent plus your hard work put him on top of the industry charts. Another agent has now come in to poach your artist and has offered him an attractive contract, one you could never match. Your competitor feels that by getting this artist, he will be able to get more named artists. This artist is your main source of income, and you have always been loyal to one another. You felt you both were happy. On the day of the eclipse, you receive an email in an error. It is an email that you are not supposed to be copied on, but on that day you received it. It reveals the secret talks your artists have been having with the other agent. Until the eclipse, you had no idea these talks have been going on behind your back. You will have to talk with your talent quickly to try to dissuade him from leaving. He's all ready to sign the other agent's offer. Honestly, because this is an eclipse, your efforts might be futile, as once an eclipse comes by, the results tend to be final. Of course, you should make an attempt, but make sure you make a dramatic move. In this instance, you will have to fight fire with fire, as you see outside events or actions of others that you did not know anything about and that were outside of your control can create forces or change on a massive scale in your own life. As a result, you may reassess your assumptions, your business strategy, and the way you conduct business. Maybe you will feel that you had too many eggs in one basket by allowing this one artist to account for such a large part of your income. Maybe you will feel you were too trusting or did not remain competitive enough. You probably will have to draw up a quick plan to attract other talent to your stable. Eclipses often form a time of complete evaluation, for they have the power to change everything related to the area of your life that the eclipse is emphasizing. Let's skip. Eclipse speed your sense of time and change timetables. Number 6, the job of eclipse is to shine a glaring ray of truth to the part of your life that is being touched, and truth will likely arrive in a startling way. Now, this does not just happen to individuals, this happens for groups. Black folks, listen up. The job of an eclipse is to shine a glaring ray of truth to the part of your life that is being touched, and truth will likely arrive in a startling way. Are you not startled? Are you not startled? Is this not what you came here for? Are you not startled? This shit going on out here in the streets. 7, an eclipse, especially a full moon, lunar eclipse, will help you to see the true character of someone close. Brace yourself, you may not like what you see. Alright, so that's the lunar eclipse. Take any message you hear from an eclipse as non-negotiable and firm, so accept it and then move on. 9, take notice of all news and signals you get near an eclipse and take them seriously, even if the news comes as a subjective and ambiguous as gossip. Damn. I'm thinking about some stuff that's being revealed, fam. Right? 10, it's vital you guard your health if an eclipse falls within 5 days of your birthday, or if the eclipse falls almost exactly opposite your birthday. So you need to be doing some math. Damn. So the next eclipse is right around my birthday. If your birthday, I gotta read this. If your birthday, for instance, falls on February 1st and the eclipse falls 6 months from your birthday, August 1st, it is still significant, as it will be 180 degrees away and aimed directly at you, so to speak. Dang. Okay, cool. This is August. Alright. It just keeps cutting off. I don't understand. If anybody know what's going on with this damn camera on my phone, let me know. Alright. Alright, so here we go. So August 1st is still significant. Also note, if the eclipse falls on or close to your rising sign degree, or any planets on in your first house, as that one will be felt strongly in terms of health. 2, eclipses will sometimes point out underlying weaknesses in health that can be addressed quickly so that you can soon be feeling great again. 11, eclipses almost always bring up all kinds of unexpected changes of direction, assuming your sun, moon, or planet is touched. 12, occasionally an important person to you will be eclipsed out of your life. Events brought on by an eclipse. 13, events brought on by eclipse always have much more weight than event brought on by a normal new or full moon. Remember that she described the new moon, and full moon. She said that a solar eclipse was like a new moon on steroids, and a lunar eclipse was like a full moon on steroids. It's because they had an energy of either there's something magnifying the energy. Okay, try not to issue ultimatums or make big actions under an eclipse. 15, if an eclipse falls on your birthday or within 5 days of your birthday, the year that follows that particular birthday will be a critical one for you. You may experience a big change in lifestyle, a massive change in one specific part of your life. The same is true if the eclipse falls on your rising sign, the first house of your chart. Your old life may now fade into history as a new one shapes up. Wow. I guess that's talking to me. 16. Eclipse that are in the same element, fire, air, water, or earth, as your birth sign are generally friendly and helpful. Okay. 17. At eclipse time, keep your schedule light and elastic. No matter what is on your agenda at the time, something else will come in to demand immediate attention. 18. Leos tend to feel new moon solar eclipses strongly because the sun is their ruler. Said another way, the sun rules Leo. 19. Cancers tend to feel full moons and lunar eclipses strongly as the moon rules Cancer. Once a family of signs is finished, it will not be back for 7 or 8 years. Once a family is, okay. For example, as soon as Pisces Virgo series of eclipses are done on February 26, 2017, that series will not speak until September 17th, 2024. Okay. So, I've been having a conversation with the universe and I haven't been aware of it, family. Gold star point. Eclipses repeat in nearly exact degree and sign every 19 years. So, eclipses are not real, like I told you. The 4 eclipses coming up each year will arrive in the same degree, sign, and precise days as those that came by 19 years earlier. Okay. You might ask, does an eclipse deliver its news on the very day of the eclipse? Not always. This is important, so be sure to read this. A message brought to you by an eclipse is usually delivered on the day or within a week of the actual date of the eclipse, but not always. Number 2, if nothing happens, then think back to exactly 1 month earlier and 1 month later, plus or minus 5 days. For example, your birthday falls on February 26, and eclipse is coming February 26, 2017, or you were born on August 26, exactly 6 months away. Watch January 26, 1 month earlier, plus or minus 5 days, and 1 month later, March 26, plus or minus 5 days. If neither period delivers any news, then watch for the days when Mars or Saturn. Alright, cool. Let me give you a visual idea. Alright, I'm not going to do all that. Here we go. 24. You may be feeling more emotional than usual under an eclipse, especially if the eclipse is a lunar one. Do not have overpacked schedule at eclipse times. Don't be too quick to pronounce an eclipse good or bad. All eclipses have a second act. 27. Eclipses can help you do things you never thought you could. Alright? 28. Now all eclipses in a family of signs will affect you. Some will, some won't. Math will make the difference. 29. The eclipse does not have to fall in your sign or rising sign to affect you. If your birthday is not listed, check to see if a coming eclipse falls on or within 5 degrees of one of your natal or progress planets. If you know your rising sign, read for that sign as well. 32. Look to the house of both your solar chart and your rise. You need to, alright, for a lot of this, you need to go on and do some research on astrology. Basically, what I'm trying to get you to see is that eclipse does have some effect. You have a natural phenomenon where energy is being concentrated, right? Energy is being blocked, some energy is being concentrated. The question is, what are you going to do with it? How are you going to use it? Are you going to change your life? Are you going to change your family's life? Are you going to change your tribe's life? Are you going to come up with a new business? Are you going to end old relationship? What are you going to do with the energy? That's all I'm trying to ask you. You don't got to listen to all of the different stuff, right? I just want you, right, to focus the energy for what you need to focus the energy on. This is Brother Tim. Wish you a great, marvelous day. Wish you peace, power, and joy in 100 years. And I pray that your day will be as beautiful as you are. Make sure you click the like as well as subscribe button. And stay tuned for what's coming on the journey, because we about to get down this year. Peace. Thank you for watching the video. I want you to subscribe. Click the bird right there, the fiery bird. And I also have a special video just for you right there. And For those that want more information about Nyame Journey, go to our site. It should be right about there.